Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Alexis Faye Yoga. I am so very glad that you decided to join me today. I have a fun feel-good flow for you. So if that sounds good to you, roll out your mat, hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, and we'll flow right into it. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another week of yoga. Sending that right foot back. We'll begin our practice today down on our mats, laying on our backs with our legs outstretched. We'll reach the arms up overhead and find a full body stretch, pointing and reaching with the toes, lengthening long from the fingertips. I'll take a few deep breaths here, allowing the inhales to fully fill the chest, fill the abdomen with air, to deepen the stretch across the front body, before fully letting go of the breath again. With our exhale, we'll move our arms to our cactus pose, so the elbows are alongside the shoulders, fingertips are still pointed to the back of the mat. Now, if you're feeling a little stuck here, like one arm doesn't quite want to get down to the mat, lift your shoulder, pull shoulder blades in together at the spine, and that might give you enough space to get both elbows down. Now we'll walk the bottoms of the feet in towards the hips and then out towards the outer edges of the mat, planting them down to the floor. And we'll start to windshield wiper the knees side to side, moving both knees in the same direction, lifting up through center and moving over to the other direction. Now we'll lift through center again, and we're going to try and keep our feet hips distance apart as we heel toe them both towards the left side of our mat. Now dropping those knees to the left as well, so we're curling onto our left side. We can pick up our left ankle and drop it over our right knee to add a little extra pressure, finding a nice big side stretch here. You can keep your right arm at your cactus, or you can start to reach it away from the body at the same angle as the rest of the body to open up through the armpit and the bottom of the arm a little more. We'll start to slowly remove the left foot from the right knee, lifting both legs back up and heel toeing the legs in and then over towards our right. Moving our right arm back to our cactus pose, we'll drop the knees to the right. We can place the right foot on top of the left knee, finding a little added pressure. And then we can reach our left arm away from the body and press into the left shoulder. Again, we'll remove our right foot from our left knee, lifting both legs back up. Now we'll pick up our right knee, hug it into the chest as we lengthen the left leg long. You'll notice that your hips are still over towards your right, and we want to keep them that way. As we guide our right knee across the left side of the body, we'll find a gentle twist. Now untwisting. Hugging the right knee into the chest. We'll wrap the arms around the legs, lifting the back of the head, tucking it towards our right knee. And then we'll let go of our right leg, drop the bottom of the foot down. We'll pull the left foot in as well, lifting the hips. We'll move them from center over towards the left side of our mat before setting them down. Extending our right leg long and bringing our left knee in. We'll guide it across the right side of the body for a gentle twist on this side. Untwisting, coming back through center. We'll hug that left knee in nice and close, lifting the back of the head. And then we'll bring our right knee up as well, hugging both legs in. We can find a little rocking side to side. And then we'll reach the bottoms of the feet up towards the sky. Or reach the fingertips up towards the sky as well. We can drop the back of the head to the mat. Or we can keep it lifted, finding some core engagement as we circle the ankles around, circle the wrists around, point and flex. Wiggling out in a way that feels good. From here, we're going to make our way to a seated position, rocking and rolling to sit us up with our legs outstretched in front of the body. We'll point the toes up to the sky, engaging all the way up the legs. The heels may lift, they may not, and that's all right, but the kneecaps should be pulled in towards the hips to find that engagement across the tops of the quads. We'll send the arms up towards the sky for our staff pose, reaching nice and tall, pressing the chest forward. And we'll focus on our breath. At the end of each exhale, we'll recheck our posture. Sit us up a little bit taller, reach a little higher. Now, if your shoulders are already talking to you, you can always drop your fingertips to your shoulders instead. Same thing here. Lifting through the top of the head, pressing the chest forward. Good. From here, we're going to lift our left leg up off the mat. Bring it into the chest and plant the foot down. Sit up nice and tall again, and we'll hinge and reach forward. Now you may notice that that left leg is totally in your way, and if it is, you can drop the left knee down to move it out of your way. Reaching forward towards our right leg, finding length through the spine as I soften closer towards our right. Now we'll drop our right hand down on our leg, not the furthest we can reach, but in about halfway. As we do so, we'll circle our left arm out to our left side, back behind the body. Now the chest is open towards our left, and we can flip the palm as we start to reach the left hand up and over towards our toes. And then inhale, we'll float the upper body back up. Reach both arms to the sky. We're going to press into our right hip, maybe even turning our toes towards the right side of our mat, towards the pinky side edge of the foot, to keep that right hip down towards the floor as we fold over our left leg, our bent leg. With an inhale, we'll float back up again, maybe lifting our left knee up towards the sky, planting the bottom of the foot in. Now, if you felt a little stuck the first time, you can step that foot out a little bit wider, press the hips forward, like you're going to step into this foot to move up towards standing, and then find your forward shifting motion for a single leg forward fold. If it's still just way too far in your way, drop it back down and hinge and fold forward again. We're going to hook our right big toe with our peace sign, our pointer and middle finger. If you need to bend that right knee to be able to reach that foot, you can do so. Now shifting back so we can start to lift our right leg up. If your other knee is up towards the sky, that's great. We can keep it there. If it's down, that's great too. We can keep it there. Reaching long with the top of the head. And we'll start to bend our right leg. Set it down beside the left foot. We'll wrap the hands around the bottoms of the feet. Press the hips forward and down with the knees, finding our butterfly pose. We can find a little shimmy, a little bounce, a little flutter. So we take some time to soften into this pose. Good. Now we're going to hook both of our big toes with our peace signs. We can walk the feet in a little closer to help us start to lean back. We're going to move to our V pose from here, shifting back until we can start to float our heels off of the mat. We'll extend the legs as much as we can, pulling on our big toes. Reaching long with the top of the head. If you can lengthen the legs fully long, that's great. If not, keep a bend. Beautiful. Maybe we'll let go of our big toes. Maybe not. And we can start to slowly lower the legs down to the floor. And sit up tall in our staff pose again. Reach the toes to the sky. Find engagement up the legs. Shift the chest forward. All right, we're gonna float our right leg up off the mat. Bring it in and set it down. Shift forward for our single leg forward fold. Again, if you need to drop that right knee out of your way, you can do so. With our next inhale, we'll slide our left hand in a little bit closer towards the body. And we'll circle our right arm all the way down and around. If your right knee is still up, soften it towards the floor. Once the right arm is behind the body, we'll lift it up and over and reach it towards the top of our mat, up towards our left foot. With an inhale, we'll float up again, reach both arms to the sky, pressing into our left hip, maybe even turning the toes towards the left side of our mat as we hinge and soften towards our bent leg, trying to keep our left hip down. With With an inhale, we'll float the upper body back up again, reaching the arms to the sky. Lift onto the right foot so the knee is up. We'll hinge forward again, single leg forward fold. Now looping our left toe with our peace signs, we'll start to shift back so that we can lift our left leg up off the mat. Keeping the spine long, reaching back with the top of the head. And we'll start to bend the knee and set the foot down beside our right, wrapping the arms around the bottoms of both feet. Back to our butterfly, pressing the knees towards the earth, lifting the chest, shifting forward. And we'll move back to our V pose, hooking both of our big toes with our fingers. Shifting back so we can hover our heels, finding our balance as we start to lengthen the legs. Reaching long with the back of the head, engaging through the core. And again, maybe we'll let go of our toe lock. Maybe we'll cross the legs as we start to shift forward, drop the feet down, roll over the legs and move to your tabletop pose. With an in-breath, we'll shine the chest forward, take the eyes up. With our exhale, we'll curl in towards center, arching up through the spine. Moving back and forth with our cat-cow pose, moving with our own breath. And back to center again. We'll walk the hands a step further out in front of the shoulders, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, send them up and back, and press down through the heels for our down dog. Take some time to wiggle out. Paddle out the legs, swivel out the hips. And we'll slide the hands just a little bit closer towards the toes, adding more of a bend to the knees, so we can bring the abdomen and the thighs closer together. And then if you can, maybe find a little more length or straighten the legs a little more. We'll walk the hands just a little bit closer towards the feet again, pressing the hips up and back behind. And then again, walking the hands in a little more. And we'll walk the hands the rest of the way into our forward fold. Inhale, we'll move to a halfway lift, pressing into the toes, reaching forward with the top of the head. Exhale to hinge and fold, bringing the hands to the backs of the calves. Taking the eyes to look through the legs to the back of the mat. Bringing the abdomen just a little closer to the thighs. Inhale to our halfway lift again. Exhale to fold, nod the head yes. Shake the head no. We'll do the same with the arms. Let them hang loose down towards the floor. Adding a little more of a bend to the knees. We'll start to tuck the pelvis under, and we'll continue that rolling motion the rest of the way up the spine. The chin will be the very last thing that we lift. We'll find some shoulder rolls or some shrugs at the top. And we'll wiggle out, making our way to our Tadasana, our mountain pose. We'll stack the body, tucking the hips forward, bringing the chin in slightly, rotating the palms forward so that we can pull the shoulder blades in together and then down the back. Closing the eyes or allowing the vision to be soft. And we'll take a few deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose. Letting it out as an open mouth sigh. One more time. Breathing in through the nose. And out as an open mouth sigh. Thank you so very much for joining me today. It is always such a joy and an honor to get to spend this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go in love, go in light, go in peace, and go in joy. Thank you.